guys, welcome to episode 1 of the Tipsy Hour. We are so excited to be here. I'm Shanique. These are Shirley and Alexa, and we are your hosts for the next hour of open conversations. So one thing we really want to do with this podcast, especially starting episode 1, is we're always going to have a drink with us. And today we're doing this at brunch time. So of course our drink of choice had to be a mimosa. So
yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. And is it just me that has like the weirdest time opening a bottle of champagne or Prosecco? I always feel like it's going to hit me in the face.
Me too. I feel like it's going to explode like it does like when you shake it up. I feel like that's naturally going to happen.
And
even
it's
though
like,
it never does.
It never happens. But every single time I'm opening one, I'm just like, I'm going to die now.
That's a lie. Do you guys not remember last weekend? Boat. Champagne bottle opener in the water.
That's true.
Did it go in the water?
It went in the water.
Flew out into the water.
Where was I? Was I drunk? What happened?
Probably.
What we're talking about is last weekend for Shirley's birthday, actually, we went on a hot tub boat here in Fort Lauderdale. And essentially it just has 2 hot tubs built into the boat. And part of this celebration was, of course, champagne. And then when my boyfriend opened up the champagne bottle, it literally flew out off the boat and into the water. Actually, one of the boat hands made a joke. They were like, that's going to be one surprise manatee.
And I will mention right now, Alexa, like, obviously you don't watch Below Deck because it is not a boat hand. It is a deck hand.
That's what I meant.
Decky.
I watched Below Deck. It's pretty good, actually.
I love that
Below Deck.
What's your favorite? All of them.
Okay, Shanique, I didn't know you watched them. What's your favorite one?
I have been on a Below Deck med binge.
Yeah.
But I feel like Sailing Yacht was my first love.
Interesting.
Captain
Sailing Yacht is newer.
Yeah, so there's not as many seasons, but I started off with that. Then went to med. I feel like just because there's so many seasons of med already, I've been watching it for like weeks on end. And then the original Below Deck, it's there.
It's there.
I still like it.
Well, I will say the new Chiefs too, I really, really like. But I feel like if you didn't get into Below Deck with Below Deck General, like from the get-go, it's very hard to kind of catch up to what's going on. Yeah. Versus Below Deck Med and Below Deck Sailing Yacht. Obviously, those are newer. So obviously it's very easy to like pick up on what's going on.
Right.
But now that we've talked about See the
else.
City, which was that, and this is totally not sponsored because nothing is, because this is our first podcast. So we don't even,
soon, though.
We are on Zoom, but no, we have See the City, which was like that hot tub boat in Fort Lauderdale, and it was awesome. And I know Shanique, you posted a TikTok about it, so it is on Shanique's TikTok, which is, what is it?
God, if I know my own social handles. I think it's at Shanique Reyes.
Okay.
Maybe?
This is
also on Instagram at Shanique101.
Yeah.
Either way.
Perfect. Go to the Instagram. That's a sure bet, apparently. If you guys want to check that out, it's really fun. We'll probably have it somewhere on the screen on our YouTube channel. The YouTube video drops 2 days after the podcast. So check out YouTube, which we still haven't created it yet.
No, we are very behind on this.
But we'll add it maybe in post editing. So watch out for post editing here for our YouTube channel so you can check out how this is going in person. Yeah. But what are we talking about today?
Well, I know we thought about talking about New Year's resolutions, and it's February 4th, 5th today.
February 5th.
So who actually still has their New Year's resolution going? And what was it when you first thought of it?
I haven't done a New Year resolution in years.
Really?
Years. At least 2 years at this point. At least 2 years, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I feel like
it doesn't matter. You're right. But like, how do you get through the social pressure of like making your New Year's resolution?
There is none. I see it and I think you're not going to do that. Day 6, scroll faster.
You don't even think of one though?
I mean, I think of what do I want to be different in this year? But I think putting the pressure of a New Year's resolution, I think where New Year's resolutions go wrong is I'm going to do this thing every day for the rest of the year. you're not gonna do anything all year. You might not even eat every day this year. Okay. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure that I'm going to completely change my life and I'm going to start doing these 10 different habits because today's January 1st. And it just doesn't happen.
True.
And when there's that much pressure to do that many different things, I feel like if I don't do one of them, like if my New Year's resolution is to drink whatever, 80 ounces of water every day, right? Then the day I don't do that, every other resolution's out the window also, because it's already done and I have to try again next Monday. And you know what happens? Next Monday never comes. It's not a thing.
Next Monday is never a thing. And you're so right. Like, why don't we have one New Year's resolution? Like, why does everybody have like 20?
I feel like you have to totally revamp your life in one day.
Yeah. I have like a list of like 6 things I wanted to get going, and like none of them are happening. Actually, I lied. One of them is happening. 2 of them are happening. We're in this podcast right now. One of my New Year's resolutions was to get more active on socials and social media and all those channels, right? Like we've all seen all those people who like started their TikTok last year and all of a sudden they're like hosting the NBA or something like that, something crazy. And as digital marketers, I kind of felt like, okay, well, I know how to do this. Like, why am I telling everybody to like do better and I'm not doing anything? So that's one. So like that one is happening. Check. Yeah. And then 2, my vitamins. I do want to start taking vitamins every single day. And you guys know this, but the crowd doesn't know this. I'm like extremely anemic, and every single time I go to the doctor, they think I'm dying, and I'm never dying, but they always prescribe iron pills and, you know, transfusions and whatever else. And so I kind of just ignored it my whole life. And now I'm like, okay, maybe I should take them. So I have this little like Amazon thing that I got that has like all the days of the week. And on Sundays, I'll put my vitamins in there, and it's on my desk for work. So at some point during the day, like I see it because I don't put it away in a drawer. It is literally physically on my desk. So it is impossible to mix. And those 2 are working. The rest of which, forget it. Not a thing. Not going to happen.
Well, mine was a little bit more superficial. As you guys all know, we all work from home. So super easy to wake up in the morning, throw your hair up in a bun, and then, you know, stay in the same PJs as last night.
There's no reason to like dress up.
But because of it, I feel like I've been feeling so down lately. So at the start of the year, I was like, I'm going to get up in the mornings and at least make an attempt to look like a person. That has happened once. Today is day 2.
And it's only for the video. If there was no video, you would not be doing it.
Nope.
Right. Not on a Saturday morning. No way.
No way. So, well, not going great.
And like, what else? Like, what are other things that you had on your like to-do list for this year that aren't happening?
Aren't happening?
What is it? Working out. That's a big
4 days a week, at least. It's always the goal, right? But does that actually happen? Only a couple weeks.
Nope.
And what's crazy about working out, like, does it happen to you guys? I do this, right? Where I go into like this thing of like, I need to work out every single day. If I miss a day, I like feel bad about myself. It's like, I have to go and work out and do crazy things. Sometimes I'll even like work out twice a day. And then like, I get through that phase. And then I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to see an equipment. I don't want to sweat like ever again. So I feel like I either binge workouts or I don't work out at all ever.
Well, 100%. Okay, I have a bigger problem with workouts that I feel like not enough people talk about. And you guys know where I'm coming from because we all have curly or semi-curly hair.
Yes.
But it's
yes.
Sorry.
But like,
I already know where you're going here.
Of deciding, okay, am I going to wash my hair today or am I going to go and work out and make it all sweaty?
Yeah.
And that means tomorrow I'm going to look bad.
Yes.
It's There's nothing you can do except for a ponytail or a bun with that curly, sweaty hair. And if you add more product to it, then it gets like when you sweat, the product is like, sticky.
No, it just never looks good again. Like, I don't know how these girls do it. And I've watched all of the YouTube for like gym day refreshes. And there's no one that has my hair type, right? Like, no one has like my type of hair. Everyone's hair, maybe it's a little coarse, but it's not curly.
Yeah.
It's straightened. And like, as it is, a wash hair routine takes forever. So I don't want to do that every single day. Like I'm not
No.
going to do that, right? Like I have to oil my hair, and then I have to Olaplex my hair, and then I have to wash my hair, and then I have to dry my hair, and then I have to straighten my hair. And it's like that takes, I mean, I've shortened it because now I just got the Dyson. So thank goodness it's way shorter now. But but like that's 45 minutes. Like I can't do 45 minutes. I don't even want to do a 30-minute workout. And now you're trying to add a 45-minute hair care routine afterwards.
Yep. No.
Right. I saw a TikTok last night of someone explaining how they do their hair. And I'm like, that'll never work for me. She was like, oh, I just put it on these 2 little buns. I'm like, no.
Are you kidding me? Then I would have crinks up to here. Or no.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no way.
Or
That's
you know the one
not
that
gonna be
gets me? It's the heatless rod that you put like this and it looks.
I
whatever.
got it, you guys.
Yeah, I
Does it
can't
work?
imagine it's good.
It's not okay. So here's the thing about it. Like
It's not.
it works. Like obviously it works. I mean, it's a rod. Like you put it in your hair, you sleep on it. You guys, I wake up with a neck cramp every single time I've used it. I've used it like 5 times and I don't get good sleep because it's so uncomfortable that like I don't know how these girls on TikTok are doing it. It just doesn't work. And then the other one I saw was Sleepy Tie. Have you guys seen Sleepy Tie? So Sleepy Tie is like really big. I guess I would call it like a hair tie. It's like a really, really big hair tie, and you kind of wrap your hair around it. And like
Yes, I've seen it. It's like a big bun on top.
A big bun on top, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing that's getting me about it is I've been hearing this whole year that buns are really bad for your hair, like in general, because it will.
Because you're pulling it back.
Right, you're pulling it back, so it's bad for your hairline. You are wrapping it across like the part of your hair that is least strong, I guess I would say, right? So like you're gonna get split ends. So I'm like, great, this might solve that issue, but then I'm gonna end up with bad hairline and split ends, and I don't know what's better. So I feel like that's not an alternative. Maybe it's wrong. Sleepy Tie, reach out to us if it's wrong. We'll correct our statements here, but
We're just not. Use our
What?
error. Maybe it's user error.
User error.
I'd be like, no, Shirley. But that I feel like there's no good alternatives other than I'm just gonna wear my hair curly every single day. And the problem with wearing your hair curly, like, have you guys actually tried that for a longer period of time? Like, what
Day
happens?
3, it's not cute anymore. I feel like curly hair is only cute day 1, maybe day 2.
Yeah.
It settles, but by day 3, it's just like frizzy, bigger curls, at least for me and my hair type. And then I feel like I have to wash it again.
At least you're making it to day 3. I feel like my hair after day 1 is just tangled.
Yes, tangled. Oh, that's the worst.
And then you know what's crazy to me? It's like this curly hair method that is going around, right? Like they have like the bowl method and they have the and I'm like, by the time you're done doing your 45-minute wash and refreshes, like I could have just strained it.
And that'll last me for 5 days.
And that will last me for 5 days.
Yep.
Like, okay, it may be healthier because we don't have heat on it, but other than that, like it's really not more convenient.
No.
In fact, this looks like a lot more work.
I will say though, keeping my hair curly for the majority of the time during the weeks now, my hair has grown so long. It was, I had like a period for maybe 2 years where my hair was like not doing it.
Not growing.
Not growing at all.
But like, how are you washing your hair every single day? Like, what are you doing day 2 when you wake up with a curly frizzy hair mess?
Praying. Well, that goes back to me not getting ready in the mornings and getting rid of that New Year's resolution.
Oh, so you're just looking like a slum all day long.
Yeah, no, but I mean, again, working from home, you turn off your camera, nobody sees you.
Okay.
Don't look like a person most of the time.
Yeah. And I guess like that's it. Like I just don't want to sit there looking like a bum from head to toe every single day.
You know what I do though? I will say this to the growing your hair and all that kind of aspect. I do that. I typically go more in that direction during summer. Summers, I really make an effort. Maybe that's a New Year's resolution, kind of. But like summers, I make
a summer's resolution.
A summer's resolution. There you go. So how about we do seasonal resolutions?
I like that.
I love that.
But yeah, during summer, I make an effort to wash my hair significantly less. And I do notice that it grows like inches or I'm sorry, not wash my hair, do my hair significantly less and leave it curly more often. And it grows super fast during that summer phase. And then I can chalk it up to, oh yeah, I just went to the beach. I just went to the pool. Am I really going? No one knows. But I can get away with it more.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wash your hair less. Like, how often do you guys washing your hair now? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like once a week is like my max.
Oh, I can't.
I'd say 1 to 2 times a week, depending on what's going on.
I definitely wash my hair more than that.
You do?
I do.
Like, how often?
Because you're leaving it curly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to, but I definitely do it way more.
Well, because curly hair is just like inherently dry hair. Like your hair is just dry. You woke up and your hair needed water and moisture and oil. And it's just like, I don't know, like having to like wash. I feel like it would strip my hair and it would break off and die if I washed it more often.
No, I mean, literally it's grown so much.
Thriving.
It's thriving.
And like, are you still using Olaplex?
Sometimes I switch on and off. I switch between Olaplex and Redken.
Okay, interesting.
How do you say it? I don't know.
And the Redken, which one is it?
They have a lengthening solution.
A lengthening red. Okay, and that's the one you're using?
A little blue bottle. And those are the only two I use. I don't throw any other products into my hair. That's it.
Well, and that's the other thing with the curly hair method, right? Like they have 1,000,001 products. Like who's storing 1,000,000? They have like the shampoo and the gel and the conditioner and the thing and the cream and the oil and the whatever. I'm like, this is starting to look like a 12-step K-beauty face routine every single day.
I don't do the face routine or the long hair thing. I literally use Aussie. That is it. I go back and forth. Sometimes I do
Aussie, like the purple kangaroo
like
shampoo
the purple
bottle
kangaroo
thing.
that smells incredible. That's what I use.
Alexa, you don't use Aussie.
Of course I do. Yep.
You know what that feels like? That feels like that TikTok. What is it? Like this one's not your favorite. It's no one's favorite. And like when you use something Aussie, I just thought about like you will never grow up.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I like my hair. My hair's thriving. It's good. It's actually in really good shape right now. Health-wise, it does like look super shiny when I do it. And all it is Aussie, literally. That's it.
The purple shampoo, like the one with the kangaroo on it.
The moisture one. That smells like peaches.
Interesting.
Alexa, I don't think I've used Aussie since like 6th grade.
Oh, I haven't used it. This is new. Like I started using it again probably like 6 to 7 months ago because I was like, this just smells so freaking good. And I was tired of buying all the other shampoos that literally made no difference. I felt like actually, I don't think any shampoo makes any difference ever. I think it's all a scam. They're all scamming us and we're all falling for it. But aside from that, this one smells good. And it was like come the next day on Amazon. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. And literally, I swear to God, my hair was great. Like it wasn't, I don't know if it was better, but it was at least the same. So I was like, why am I not using this? It smells great. It's cheaper. It looks cute. I want this in my life. And now I've been using it. And my hair is healthy, happy. We're doing just fine over
The
here.
most surprising thing you just said right now is that Amazon waited until the next day to deliver it to you and not within the hour.
Yeah.
That's
true.
true.
My God. Living near an Amazon warehouse is like the best thing ever. I don't remember the days of like you guys, I think about, our parents made a lot of comments, right? Like they were like, oh, when we were in school, we had to like go and like hike a mountain and walk through the snow to get to school every single day. And all you have to do is like drive a car. And like those comments, they were annoying. But if you think about it, like they didn't have Google. They had to like go to a library and like open up an encyclopedia and like actually look things up. And like they didn't have Amazon. Like if you didn't have it in your store, you weren't getting it.
Yeah.
And you had to take time out of your day. Like I don't even go to the grocery store anymore. I Instacart it.
Everything.
Like, yeah. Why would I go there? Especially Walmart.
Yeah. No, I couldn't live without Amazon. I will say the only grocery store I will happily walk into, and it's not really a grocery store, but it's Target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else, it's Amazon, Instacart, I Uber Eats things. Like, if I don't have to go somewhere, I'm not going there.
And why do you think Target is so effective? I've been thinking about that lately. Like I saw something about the Target effect, which essentially is essentially is like when you go in for one item and walk out with 10. And so somebody like has officially claimed it in marketing as the Target effect. And I've been thinking about it, like it's not like I walk in and think, oh my God, this is all so beautiful. But yet I do walk in with toilet paper or something ridiculous like that, which I already know is ridiculous because I could have just Instacarted it. I'm making an excuse to walk in Target at this point, right? But I walk in for like toilet paper and I walk out with like 50,000 items and like none of which is toilet paper.
Yeah.
So I still have to go find toilet paper.
Yeah. I mean, how do you think I ended up with these two things above me? I didn't go to Target to buy anything. I went with somebody else. She needed to get something. She's moving. Somehow ended up with these two things above my head. I ended up with like this Skims dupe 2-piece set. I have like blue light glasses all of a sudden because you have to walk through that dollar spot section.
Yeah, and
it's not even $1. Yeah,
not even $1. I love that. None of it's
$100 later. Here I am.
Well, I was just gonna say that. I think it's impressive that you guys go with an actual list of things to buy to Target because
you just go.
Oh no, I'm just like today's a good Target day, and I go.
Wow, you don't even lie to yourself. You're just like I'm gonna go spend money.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I think I'm a tougher buy. Like sometimes, like I will leave with nothing from Target, which from what I see on TikTok is rare.
That is so incredibly rare. Like I will at least leave with a Starbucks cup.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, that's different. If it's got a Starbucks in it, I don't count that. I don't attribute that to Target. I attribute that
to just Starbucks.
Just Starbucks.
Separate thing.
Exactly. It's like that new TikTok that's going viral. The whole when I'm gonna make a coffee at home, but I accidentally slip into
always.
Yep.
No, but yeah, I just let Target tell me what I need. I go in there. I absolutely need nothing. I walk out. $300 later. I have new decor, new pillows.
Well, and the thing about it, like now my Target has an Ulta. So
yeah. Mine too.
Now I'm like definitely screwed because I always need like something at Ulta, but I'm not going to drive to Ulta.
That. Yeah.
Right. And I walked in, you guys, and I like didn't know that this. I mean, I knew the Ultas were coming to Target, but like I live in Coral Springs, like things happen later in Coral Springs. So I just thought, okay, maybe the Fort Lauderdale Ulta is going to get a Target, or like the Miami Ulta is going to get a Target. The Coral Springs, and we have an Ulta. Like right on the same street at Target, but I never go because it's just 5 minutes on the street. Either way, I walk in and it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
I was like just grabbing stuff. I'm like, oh my God, they have all these things and I need them. and all of a sudden, makeup haul later, I've replaced all my makeup. I will say there's a part of me that wishes I did have a Sephora closer because there's items like Rare Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury and stuff like that I haven't seen at Ulta. So I'm assuming they're at Sephora.
Okay, but am I the only one who's over Sephora?
Over Sephora.
Oh, which brings us into our next topic, obsessions.
Overrated or underrated?
Overrated or underrated obsessions that people have.
So over Ulta. I mean Sephora. Yeah. The only reason I walked into Sephora was for Olaplex, and now Ulta has a line.
Yeah.
No reason to go back in there. And I don't know, it's like always dark. And at least near me, there's very rare like actual Sephora stores. So you always have to go into JCPenney. I'm like, that's just an extra step that I need to do. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but like, I'm over it.
Funny that you say that. Maybe there is an Ulta in our JCPenney. So you know if there's an Ulta in the Coral Springs JCPenney's? Because Sephora.
Yeah.
Because every single time I think about Sephora, I think about having to go to like Boca Town Center.
Are you kidding me? There's one right there at the promenade in Coconut Creek.
You're
the standalone. Right. That's the one I used to go to all the time.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Maybe I'll head out like after this podcast and go get my Rare Beauty.
Yeah, I want to try Rare Beauty.
Okay, you both spoke of it. What? Sorry, say that again. Both of you.
I was just saying there is a Sephora inside that JCPenney if you need to go to it.
Oh, so I have Sephora's all over the place, and I've just been heading to the town center for no good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, for literally no good reason, because you're surrounded by them.
And then Alexa, wait, what did you say?
I don't even remember.
Oh, you want to try Rare Beauty?
Oh, yes, I want to try Rare Beauty. Yes, it looks so cute. Some of the lip colors, I'm like, I need that in my life. Of course, my collection of 50 lip colors tells me no every time I open that drawer. Right. But I do want it, and I probably will get it.
So then, to be clear, we think Sephora is overrated.
Way overrated.
Yeah.
But like, why is Sephora overrated, but Ulta's not? Like, have you guys thought about that?
I think Ulta was always more accessible.
I think it's also the attitude of it.
Yeah.
You're right.
You walk into an Ulta, they're very opening. It has both the nice luxury brands of makeup and the CVS makeup, so you can get best of both worlds. Whereas Sephora, it's like you can only go there to get the super expensive things. If your makeup is not, super beautiful and beat to the max, they stare at you like you're some alien. And
they do.
It gives, what Sephora gives? It gives Hollister in the early 2000s.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's the same vibe.
And
you're not good enough to be in here.
It was the worst. Like, do you remember? We had a friend, Alexa and I had a friend that used to work at Hollister, and she was a Hollister model. And she literally was the thinnest one of us all. And she was like, she would come into school every single day with like her little Hollister shorts. And I would get so annoyed because like I'm Dominican. I have a behind. I can't come in Hollister shorts to school. I would be sent out of school as quickly as they saw me. So it was so frustrating. She would come in with her little Hollister shorts and her little Hollister belt and her little Hollister outfits that she would get at Hollister. And can we talk about like how Hollister made these people? Like, first of all, if you walked in and you were, I guess, pretty, they would make you a model. If you walked in and you weren't pretty, they would make you a behind the scenes kind of person, like actually arranging stuff. And then they would actually make you buy their clothes. Yes, it was 50% off, but like you had to buy clothes from Hollister to like come in and work at Hollister.
Yeah. I'm sure people spent their entire paycheck there.
They had to.
Working there.
Like they had to. Think about it. I mean, your paycheck is what? They were paying you $7 an hour, maybe? Like maybe. A pair of Hollister jeans were like $80. At 40, like how many hours do you have to work to get a pair of jeans?
So much.
And you can't wear the same jeans every single day. Nope. So you need two.
Yeah, no, that's not the move.
Definitely overrated.
Definitely overrated. Well, that's why it's gone away, right?
Right.
But
no, don't they still have?
I mean, they're there, but now they have
completely changed the brand.
Now they have lights.
Now you can walk in without, sneezing 5 million times because of the perfume, and now you can see things in the store. So they've changed their brand a little bit, but I still think it's overrated. I feel like that whole Abercrombie, Aeropostale, Hollister was just so in. It was definitely overrated back then, but now it's still overrated.
American Eagle.
You don't need it.
Do you guys
American
remember
Eagle?
Hey, no, I will not take any American Eagle slander. I love American Eagle.
What? Are you buying this in mall or online? Where?
No, I go. They have an outlet store near me, and it is. I am so short, so their jeans are the only pair of jeans that actually fit my height.
Enough, yeah.
And then, of course, they're connected to their Aerie, and I love Aerie.
You do.
So I spent so much time there. I love it. But honestly, it's mostly for their jeans than anything else. But every once in a while, you pick up an extra little thing. So I will not take American Eagle slander.
Okay, so we got to give it another try. Underrated, according to Shanique. Jeans at American Eagle, underrated.
Underrated. Okay, so jeans underrated.
The leggings at Aerie, underrated.
Hollister and all that stuff, overrated.
Yes.
So Ulta, underrated or just like correctly rated?
I feel like it's correctly rated. I don't think it's underrated. I think people know what's up at Ulta.
Yeah.
And we like it.
For sure.
Yeah. Sephora, overrated. For sure.
Sephora, overrated. Sephora is like 2 seconds away from going out of business. If Ulta gets Rare Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury, and Fendi in it, like I think Fenty's already in Ulta, right?
I
think so too.
I haven't tried any Fenty. Have you guys?
I love their what is it? Their foundation. Foundation's really, really good.
I use their foundation for a good time.
Yeah. It's just like I use like so little of it. So I never I have like 2 foundations I use, which is something from the drugstore. And then that one when it's like an event. And I do love their foundation because it is like the only foundation I've ever seen where the shade is actually exactly my shade.
Yes.
It is like,
which is part of their whole brand.
Which is their whole brand, right? Like, but it's like the only shade ever that I'm like, oh my God, you can't tell what's skin and what's foundation. But I do want to try the Charlotte Tilbury Perfect Foundation or whatever it is, like the new one that everybody's all over TikTok about.
Yeah.
Like that one is, that one's the next one.
I've seen it. Yeah. You know, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury products, I've used a few of them.
Have you?
They're always a little overrated. You know, it's interesting right now that it has such a hype because Tati had Charlotte Tilbury actually on her channel years ago.
Wow.
So I started trying all the Charlotte Tilbury products back then, years ago, and I liked them all, but I thought they were slightly overrated. And now that all of them are going viral, I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. Like this product has been out literally for years. And now it just has this whole new season due to social media. But yeah, some of them are good, but I haven't tried the foundation.
I feel like that was the same with Morphe products. Like,
oh my God,
they were all over social media. Like if you didn't have the James Charles palette or whatever else, like Morphe product, like you weren't doing your makeup right. Yeah. And now every single time I go look at them, I'm like, ugh, these are like not that great.
No, they're not that great. And like the Morphe, what was it? Like the Morphe brushes. I feel like I can get the same brushes from like the what is it? Like the $2 ones at the drugstore.
Like Real Techniques has pretty good brushes.
Real Techniques. Yeah. Real Techniques is great brushes. And then the other thing that always got me with Morphe was like the setting spray.
Oh, I love that setting spray.
You do?
I love that setting spray.
It like does nothing for me.
Really? No,
done.
I love it.
An hour later, it's gone.
Am I the only one who thinks no setting sprays actually do anything?
Yes.
No. What?
You're the only
What's wrong with you?
Like I remember I used to put setting spray on religiously and my makeup would still melt.
Maybe you have like super oily skin.
The best thing that has happened for my makeup staying on, I don't even know the brand, but it's like this little powder. You get it at Walmart or Target. It has an orange top.
Yes.
My makeup
that one's iconic.
Will not move.
The Coty Airspun?
That one? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
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 That one's tried and true. That one's overrated, but maybe it's not overrated. Maybe it's middle of the line. People know it's great and it is good.
And it is great. But like, do you put it all over your face?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you put it all over your face? Like, are you putting it, like, are you like setting your whole face with it?
No, well, I guess kind of, not really. I usually dip my like big kabuki brush like slightly in it, tap it off, and then just do a little thing all around the face.
Interesting.
But it's not like I'm packing it on or anything. And it's beautiful. Stays on all day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, for me, my makeup always pretty much stays on. Whether or not I see it to be a little bit, I feel like it's a little better with the setting spray, but it's pretty much always on. Whether I have it. One time we went scuba diving in
was
Colombia,
the funniest thing ever.
and we came out and Shirley looked like she hadn't put a makeup on all day, and my makeup was still intact. Something about my skin, the way it just keeps makeup on it.
I will say we're going to be doing like a travel episode, and I cannot wait to talk about Colombia because that was one of our favorite trips ever. And it was like $400 for the whole weekend. And it was amazing out of Miami. But she's so right. So basically we're in Colombia. We're going scuba diving at this point. And, you know, you have your scuba gear, you have your mask on, but you certainly don't have anything like over your face. You're expecting to go in and get wet. And we were both like done up because we had done things in the morning and we wanted to look pretty and wanted to take pictures and all the things that you do when you're on a trip. And oh my God, it was so crazy to me because we go scuba diving. Of course, I look like a hot disaster. Like a mess is an understatement because my makeup was fully off. Like my hair is crazy. If you've ever been scuba diving, you know your hair is screwed. Your hair is crazy. And like I looked at Alexa and she still has a full face of makeup on. A full face of makeup on. Like we had been underwater for over an hour at this point.
Yeah.
Because we had done 2 dives in that day. So I think every dive is like 30 to 45 minutes. So you can imagine like we're going in and out of the water, like you're kind of rubbing your eyes a little, you're doing all the things. And Alexa has her blush is still on. Which, like, I kind of understood the eye makeup because you're wearing a mask and your eyes are supposed to stay dry. So I kind of got that. But, like, she still had blush on her skin. Like, why did
even
she
my
have
lips? Something about my lips. I think I remember it was like
it was
still
like the
on,
lip liner or something
I
like that.
love
Like,
that for you.
Yeah.
it was insane. I was just like, what is happening? Was she just not underwater with me? Because I remember her being underwater with me.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I mean, drop the brands that you're using.
Right.
Well, and then what's crazy is
feel free to sponsor us. I love that.
which
stuff.
one?
The L'Oreal Infallible Foundation.
Interesting.
I love it. It smells a little like paint. It's slightly concerning.
You've been using that foundation for
Years.
like 5 years. I feel like every single time we've ever spoken about foundation is always the same one.
It's great. It's literally great. It's great foundation. And even in people's like top foundations of the year, it was mentioned. There's like, this is not new, but really this is like top drugstore. And it is. It's like really good. You guys gotta try it.
L'Oreal Infallible.
L'Oreal
That's
Infallible.
underrated.
It's underrated. Underrated. If you go scuba diving, it'll still be there when you come out.
This is the best commercial you could have done for them.
There you go.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, they probably should do that. They probably should like send you underwater again and like take a picture of it when you come out.
Yeah, I got the skin for it.
So underrated. What about hair products? Like, do you guys feel like any hair products are like overrated? I mean, Shink, you talked about like the Radcan earlier, and I feel like the Radcan is certainly underrated if it's working for you.
It's definitely I mean, I don't know if I would call it underrated actually, because I mean, a lot of salons use Redken, which is where I got the idea to start using them. So I guess it's not that underrated, but I feel like people at home, I don't hear enough people saying that they use it. And I love it. It's so great. It leaves my hair like silky smooth. And like I said, I go between that and Olaplex. My hair has grown so much. It is so soft. And I just love it.
How do I feel about Olaplex? I've been using Olaplex for like a year and I loved it and I love it. But it's funny because I've seen a lot of people online saying how much they hate it.
It's a lot of hate. Yeah.
Like it gets an incredible amount of hate.
But you know what? I think that's why I switched things with my hair so often. I feel like if you use something, even if it's good for like the first 3 or 4 months, as soon, like if after that, like 8 to 12 month range, I feel like it does nothing for my hair again. I feel like I have to wake up my hair or like kind of get it out of its routine with something new. So I don't know if it's, like I said, even with this whole Aussie thing, I don't know if it's a specific product or if it's just the fact that I tried something new with my hair and my hair is like, oh, I'm alive again. And that's how I feel
between the two.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's smart.
Yeah. I think Olaplex, I wouldn't call it overrated necessarily, but I think the way that people use it is overrated. Like people live and die by this product.
They do.
And I don't think you should be doing that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You should be switching it up. Like if you've been using it for months, like it's not doing anything to your hair. And one thing I, again, saw on TikTok is that Olaplex is not meant to be a product, even their, shampoo and conditioner. It's not meant to be used like every day, every other day, even every 3 days.
No, it's not. I mean, it's a protein product.
It's super harsh. So, if you're using it like that, like religiously every 3 days, like you're probably more killing your hair than anything.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So
but I do want to use it. I want to try it. I want to see what
you haven't tried it yet?
I've never tried. I've tried like the number 3, like some of the oils and some of the conditioner from like staying with someone or someone that
Number
has
7.
Like, kind of thrown it in, but not like an actual routine in my hair. I've never tried it. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to know. But yeah, so coming soon. I don't know if we're already done.
I will say, since I've been using Olaplex, like I feel like my hair is a lot stronger. I feel like I can go between cuts a lot longer before getting split ends. Like I feel like it's more alive. I feel like it's bouncier. I feel like it has more volume. So all of those things have always been true for me using Olaplex. Just like everybody said, like I don't think it's definitely a protein treatment. Like that's the best way I can put it. It's definitely not as moisturizing. It's definitely not as like moisture intense. It's more of like, hey, if you have split ends and you need something to like treat your hair, this is the thing for you. And like you guys know, like I can't deal, like as soon as I see a split end, I have to go to like I have to go and I have to get a haircut. Like I just can't deal with it. So for me, if I wanted to grow my hair long, I needed something that was like protein intense.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, I'm considering using like the Purology because everybody's like on Purology right now, the purple bottle, the moisture. And so I'm considering using that and kind of doing what you do, Shanique, and like alternating between Purology and Olaplex.
You should. I will say though, Olaplex has done amazing things for people. I have a friend, and she has this picture that she took last year, and you could see that like her hair is definitely thinning, it's not as strong. I told her, like, just try Olaplex. Like, what else is it gonna do,
Right.
Right. And her hair looks amazing now. So, I love it.
Interesting.
But yeah, you definitely should be alternating between
things.
Olaplex and something else.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so the next product that we were talking about was the Dyson Airwrap, and used it for the first time yesterday on like my actual wash hair. And I have to say, you guys, I feel like it's rightly rated. It took like all of 15 minutes to do my hair from wet to dry and curled at the ends.
Nice.
Like total time, which was incredible. Now I do have to I feel like when they say things like, oh, you have a learning curve, I feel like that is so true. There is certainly a learning curve for your hair, even if you've seen all of the reviews. Because I don't know what the right moisture to dry thing to be for my hair. I feel like I don't have those things yet. And there's so many different techniques online. So I used one last night and it gave me that end. I don't know if you guys can see it. It gave me that my hair's black and my shirt is black, so that's not great. But I'll take a picture. It gave me that end flip look. And I just want to know what do I have to do to get more of that curly look, more of that barrel look. Now I used the thicker barrel last night, and then I used a thin barrel. So I'm thinking maybe next time I'll use a thin barrel instead of the thick barrel. And maybe I need to have my hair a little bit more wet and leave, because it's so funny. When you first do it, your hair looks a little bit Shirley Temple is the best way I can put it before you actually brush it out. So I had little Shirley Temple barrels all over my hair, which look completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything that crazy. Even using an actual curling iron, you don't really get that,
Shirley Temple, yeah. No, I get it.
And my hair shrunk to an incredible amount. It was just.
Well, it's because the thing is so strong.
Yeah.
I want it so bad. I can be so easily peer pressured into getting this thing.
Well, I know that because when we were looking for it, you almost bought it, but we had to find it across 5 different things. So it was interesting because, and I will say here's the part that I'm really interested to see how it goes in the future with it. Usually when I do my hair, I'm hot. The tools are hot. My arms are tired. It's heavy. It's just not a fun, luxurious experience. It's the way I would put it. It's it's a lot of work. And you're turning on 3 different tools, or not 3 different tools, but you're turning on, if you use your straightener as your curling iron, that is the only way that you use one tool to do 2 things. But you still have a blow dryer, and then you still have a straightener, and then you still have, so there's all of these things that it's just not fun. It's just not a fun time. Versus this tool really truly does not get hot, not in the way that anything else gets hot. So it was funny because I left yesterday, I did my hair. It took that 15 minutes and my shirt was still wet from the experience, from the hair washing, whereas my hair was dry, which usually everything is dry. So shirt is still wet. I'm coming out, my hair is dry. My arms don't feel tired because all you're doing is literally this. You don't have to do crazy things with your hair. So experience wise, it was so much better, a million times better.
Again, I can be peer pressured into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I haven't bought it this week after you got yours is because it got sold out again. But
Yeah, it did.
I stalk the Ulta website, the Dyson website, because I want it so
That's
bad.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
not
would
crazy to get it right now. I want to like now that you have it. Like even if no one had it, I wouldn't be like ridiculous. Now that you have it, I'm like I'm gonna try it. I
yeah.
have to come over and give it a test run.
Yeah,
But
you have to.
I like don't get me wrong. I understand why it's great, but $600 for a hair
Okay.
tool. That's what I can't wrap my head around. Even if I bought 5 of them, it wouldn't amount to $600.
Well, you
Like-
know what's crazy to me? It's like if
It's
they
just-
just came out with that and like that was their tool of like whatever, but now they have a straightener and the straightener is $500.
Well, that was around for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like they just came out with a new version like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was. And it's like the cordless version and it has like an airplane mode and it has like all these things. And it's now in like the purple and black, I think, which is like the new color that they're trying to show off. And they have their blow dryer, which has always been a thing, but now they have like also new extensions for the blow dryer. Have you guys seen the Frizz Control extension?
Yep.
Which is brand
There's
new
one I don't understand. It's like this wave thing. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like a semicircle. You plug it into the blow dryer, and I guess it's supposed to get rid of like
the frizz. Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But the actual styler, the curler, I 100% can get behind.
Right. So I just kind of feel like you have 3 products and you want people to get the full line, obviously. So why is every single product like $500?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But I feel like if you have the air wrap, you definitely don't need the blow dryer because it has that blow dryer extension to it.
Yeah. But there's attachments in the, I mean, I'm just saying like I could see how somebody would want both because there's attachments in the blow dryer that you don't get in the air wrap.
True.
And I will say like,
so you don't need the whole set. You can just buy the attachments online though. So you don't need the whole set again. And each attachment is like another 50 or so.
No, you can't get the attachments for the blow dryer for the air wrap.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's because the attachments for the blow dryer goes into the actual blow dryer blower versus for the air wrap, you need the full head. Yeah, so you can't mix and match the attachments. The attachments are just like.
Well, then that's even weirder than,
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, though, what Alexa just said was also a valid point with this air wrap is that they do have attachments. And I know a lot of people on TikTok are like, you're not going to get the best curls until you get the longer barrels for the air wrap. But each long barrel is like $40.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like crazy.
Well, and I will say, like, I feel like you don't really need all the attachments, even with this one. Like, I feel like they could have decreased the price of it with just asking people questions. If that makes sense. Like, you don't need both sides of the barrel. You don't have both sides of the barrel when you have a clamp, right? Like, I could just flip my air wrap and do one side flip and the other side normal. Like that's what you would do with a regular tool.
But the thing is, I honestly think it's genius that they do have both of them. Because for me, every time I curl my hair, I can do this side of my head perfectly. Like my right side, my left side is always messed up because I don't know how to hold it.
And that's the thing, like I wish I would ask. The other one that like also was really weird is actually the brush. Because there's like a flat brush to like the smoothing brush, and they have one for straight hair, I guess is like the way that they put it. They're like, this is a smoothing brush for people that have like straight hair and it decreases frizz. And then they have the firm brush for people with curly hair that are looking to straighten their hair. So I'm never going to use the other brush because it's just not for me. You know what I mean? So like you gave me 2 brushes, but I would have much rather have a long barrel instead.
That's true. Yeah. I wish you could like, customize what came in it. Yeah.
Yeah. You get 3 attachments, pick your attachment kind of deal.
Yeah. Instead of like, or like the air wrap is, kind of like Apple in that way. The air wrap is $400. Each attachment that you get is $40. Pick the attachments that you guys want. And it's going to add up to $650. You know what I mean? Like you get the air wrap in a case and then you get to pick your attachments. It's going to add up. Like, but at least let me pick what I want.
Right.
What I will say though is that whatever they put into their marketing, genius.
Yeah.
Because all I've ever seen of this Air Wrap, like actually Dyson, is these little ads on social.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I cannot get away from this freaking Air Wrap on TikTok. Every third TikTok is somebody trying to use it. The guy showing you how to do it. Like
The guy is incredible. Love this guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they put into this, but genius.
I've
Yeah.
never even seen a Dyson marketing ad. What I have seen is Best Buy ads for Dyson, Ulta ads for Dyson. And I wonder what that looks like ad wise, because we're all in marketing. So I wonder what
Yeah.
that looks like ad wise. Is it only, I mean, is Dyson, is part of their deal giving ad budget to each specific location or
Yeah.
each brand? Or is it the brand that knows that they're going to sell out of this, so just decides to do an ad on it? I'd be interested in seeing what Dyson's tie with the ads are, because you're right. I've never seen a Dyson ad. Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, they have the ads that are now like buy direct from the sellers. And it's just so funny because they're always, I feel like they're the ones who always get sold out first and always are the longest sold out. Like Ulta and Best Buy had the Dyson before Dyson had the Dyson this week.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
for
like,
sure. I've only seen the ads, like an actual image ad on Pinterest from Dyson.
oh,
But you're right. The actual Dyson store is always sold out. I haven't seen it come back in stock there. And when you search Dyson, they do have search ads. But
Yes.
again, they always say like, oh, back in stock. And then under it, you see a little out of stock.
out of stock. Yeah. I was so
Yeah.
annoyed by
Totally
that last
accept it.
week. I'm like, you guys, who does your marketing?
Yeah, that's really
If you need
frustrating.
anyone to do your marketing digitally, hi, we'll do your marketing because this is screwed. You guys are wasting money and you don't need it. Like you don't need it right now. You don't need to waste that money. Everyone wants it. It gets sold out in every single store at all times. The only reason why it's sold out at Ulta or Best Buy before it's sold out at you guys is not due to the websites or conversion rate optimization. It's literally solely due to the fact that they have it in stock and you don't. Like, stop
Right.
wasting money. Stop wasting money on advertising. You don't need it. It is a joke and you don't have it and it's a bad user experience. That's all.
The Dyson marketing, overrated.
Dyson marketing, overrated. Dyson Air Wrap, we'll see what happens.
See.
Kind of ish. I
Really
mean,
rated.
the only time I would say is like if it's overrated is if this thing died on me in like a year.
Well, you got to clean out your filter.
I hear you. But like that is the only thing I will say, just because I have the same straightener I got in I got a straightener in a mall for like $100 like 15 years ago. I don't even know when the straightener was a thing. And that is the only straightener I've ever used. And that is the same one that I have today. Like I've never replaced my straightener. So if my Dyson died in less than 15 years, it's going to be a problem.
Yep.
It's just going to
Especially
be a
because you're
problem.
paying way more for it.
Especially because you're paying way more for it. Yeah.
Was
Perfect.
there anything else on your guys' list? Overrated, underrated. Something you're totally in love with that the internet doesn't seem to know about?
Well, not something I'm totally in love with. Something I'm totally against, actually, is 90s fashion coming back.
Oh,
Like,
Why is this a thing?
why do we need to bring it back? We all
let us tell
knew
you how
was
it
back.
actually went, and then you won't want it.
Honestly,
it was horrible back then.
it was
And you're
horrible
gonna
back
bring
then.
low-rise jeans back?
Oh, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. They got to stop. It's just not
They
cute.
have to stop.
And actually, I've never seen this out in the real world. I feel like it's only some weird Instagram model who has done this. Is it LA? Is that where this is?
I
a
feel like
thing?
it's LA. I feel like it's an
Never
LA
seen it
thing.
back here. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the reason why everybody has an eating disorder today is because of low-rise jeans. I'm 100% sure of it. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you were as a person, you always felt fat.
Of course. Low-rise jeans are always going to make you feel fat no matter what. No matter
Right.
what you do. It's terrible.
They're not flattering either.
They're not
No.
flattering. Like back in
No.
the day, you guys, I was like a size 0. And I was
Yeah.
so obsessed with becoming a size 00. Like, you know how ridiculous that sounds?
Very.
That sounds so ridiculous. It was like, I am not the smallest size.
And we're bringing
What?
it back.
Yeah.
No.
And you always get muffin tops. Like it just always comes out. It doesn't matter what you do. You're always going to get muffin tops. Like you can't even sit because your crack will be showing.
Yeah.
And like, do you guys remember all those crack jokes? Like, crack, what is it? Like, crack so dangerous, you will die. If, whatever. Like, all like people make jokes about your crack. Like, I haven't heard a crack joke in, I don't even remember the crack jokes so long.
Yeah. No.
And now you want to bring it back to what? Have me hear crack jokes again? No, thanks.
No.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Truly over it. I'm done with it. I'm done before it even started. The interest, no. These Gen Zers, your generation, Shanique.
Again, I'm not taking any Gen Z slander.
Well, you're the one bringing it
A
back.
little bit of Gen Z slander.
Well, it is kind of cool though. I will say that because, like, for example, I recently watched an episode of Friends was on TV, and all their outfits were super cute. Were super up to date. Mind you, this is a million years ago now, right? Mm-hmm. So it feels like they shouldn't be. It feels like I should watch this and think, oh my God, their outfits. But no, because of the way fashion has come back, a lot of the, how we are into like the spaghetti strap with kind of straight cut, which is 90s. They're wearing it and it looks like it would still be cute today. The matte makeup without the sparkle, they have it and it looks like it would be cute today. Yeah. So there are some aspects like that. I think the kind of like A-line dress versus anything else, that's back, and that was cute back then too. Even the slip with the kind of cowl neck, that was in a lot of their dress and their fashion then, and obviously that's back. So it's interesting, some of those elements that they don't seem like they would be back in fashion, they are, and they don't look old when you watch these old shows. So in that sense, it's fine. I think it's when you talk about the butterfly clips and the tinsel and the low-rise jeans where it's like, okay, we can bring back some of it, but let's not get crazy here.
The tinsel hair,
it's wild.
Like, I also say I'm not in love with the claw clips.
Like, I love them. It's my new thing. I'm sorry. I was over the fact that they went away. Like, that's where I'm at with the claw clips. I love it. It's my thing. I'm obsessed. It's staying here. It's staying forever. I'm done. I will never let anybody take it away from me again. And you better get in line. Underrated.
Got it.
I never had it taken away. I've always used them. Always. Like, I just have always had them. I never got rid of mine. I love them. I think I don't know if I would wear it as actual fashion out. I feel like that looks a little lazy, but I mean, it's there.
I don't know. I just can't get behind them.
Yeah.
Never getting taken away.
Not the cutest look, but it's also, is it the worst?
I love the big ones. I love the big claw clips with the hair out and like that whole thing. So cute. So cute. And the new things that people are doing with it, like not just putting it like up, you know what I mean? But like doing like the interesting hairstyles
like the
with
face buns with
Obsessed.
it and then wrapping it around. Have you guys seen that one?
Which one?
So they use like the medium-sized claw clips and they put them both here and then they wrap the hair around it. Well, actually, no, they put it like kind of like if I were to do this and put my claw clip here and then wrap the bun around it and then hide it. You
guys need to get on YouTube to see this because this is hysterical.
Space clips. Yeah, watch it. But yeah, so that, and it looks cute. So they put like 2 space buns and then leave the rest down. I'm like, I would try that. Maybe.
I haven't seen this. No.
It's very cute. I'll send you guys links.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in the next episode, we'll be talking a lot more about other things. What is our next topic?
I don't even know. We haven't thought that far yet.
Okay. Well, episode 1 it is. I mean, I know we were doing something on side hustles, and I know Shanique was going to tell us about her side hustles and how much those have paid out over the past year. So,
Mama,
super excited about that episode. What?
You guys have a million side hustles. It's not just me.
Sure, yeah, but and we all want them.
You have like the traditional ones, like the Etsy stuff and the, whatever. So we'll be chatting about that and other things that come to mind. But in the meantime, subscribe, follow us on all channels that are available today. We will be developing more channels. So you will be an official OG in 20 years when this podcast is actually successful. You can be one of those people in the comment section that is like, I've been here since the beginning. I've been here since episode 1. And you will have been right. And we will like all of your comments. So subscribe, follow, and cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. I ran out.
For the next episode.
Bye, everyone.